Are you aware of any codependent traits that you have? And how well do you do when you're told that space is needed and that the person you're in a connection with doesn't want to be bothered for a while because they're going to go into hermit mode and reflect for themselves? How well do you do with space? A healthy amount of it. Because I need my space when I say I need it. And how well do you do with being told that you have to figure out certain things for yourself and that I can't give you all the answers when you're experiencing problems, anxiety, or worries that you're actually meant to sit with yourself, and that I'm not supposed to always be the one to give you those answers? How do you feel about me telling you all of this? How does it make you feel if you were in a connection with someone like me and I told you all of this? How does it make you feel when I let you know I'm not your personal reader just because I do tarot and oracle readings like you, and that I do those things when I feel called to, not when I'm expected to, just because I'm in a connection with you, if I happen to be? How does it make you feel if I let you know if you're expecting a reading from me when I don't feel called to giving you one, that I do expect you to pay me for that service, because that is an energy exchange you're now asking from me. It's not something that I'm feeling called to just give you in that moment. How do you feel about that? That's a boundary I have. How does it make you feel that I do have a tendency to ghost connections and just remove myself in general if I don't feel that you deserve access to a side of me that is vulnerable and emotionally open any longer? If I come to discover and learn why you don't deserve that access anymore through whatever I'm shown individually in my own spiritual visions or my own energy, how do you feel and how does it make you feel when I ask you questions that will not be comfortable, that I know personally will not be comfortable? And how does it make you feel? And would you be honest if I were to ask you questions about things, if I'm shown visions of something that I need to bring to your attention and ask you about in regards to questioning actions or intentions that might be shown to me spiritually? Would you be honest with me, or would you hide your intentions? How does it make you feel that I don't want to gossip just because someone pissed you off? I want to actually get to the root of the cause of your emotions, not the action that triggered it. How does that make you feel? And how does it make you feel that even if we just finished having a conversation a day or 2 days ago, that I will end up bringing it back up if something pops into my mind that I have a question about, where I need to bring to your attention questions that never came to me the day of the conversation? How do you feel about the fact that I am someone that revisits conversations that have already passed when it's necessary for me to get clarity on something? Do you take it personal? Do you get defensive? Or do you stay open-minded and open to the conversation when it's brought up and the questions that follow it? Do you get easily jealous, and do you easily find yourself comparing yourself to others regularly instead of you practicing on finding out within yourself why you do that? If you do that and you teach yourself how to focus on yourself, do you do that? Do you teach yourself those things? Do you practice staying conscious of when you're comparing yourself to someone else? Or do you relish in it and continue that habit regularly? How does it make you feel if I told you that I'm looking for people that add value to my life and not people that are taking from my life to just take, where they're not pouring back into me, but they expect me to pour back into them? How do you feel that I'm looking for people that actually are pouring back into me and adding value to my life, and that I'm not just going to only show up as the giver, but also as a receiver? Do you see yourself being someone that can pour back into me the way I pour back into you if I were to be in a connection with you? Are you someone that knows how to think for themselves and is not planning to put me on a pedestal just because I happen to share knowledge that I channel or that I've experienced, or just knowledge in general? Are you someone that can think independently for themselves, or do you see yourself as someone that puts people on a pedestal to seek answers from, instead of treating them as an equal and seeing them as also people who are still growing in life themselves? Will you see me as a friend, or will you see me as someone you put on a pedestal? Will you see me as a friend that shares experiences with and shares growing pains and growing experiences with? Or will you just see me as someone you're going to place on a pedestal and have specific expectations for, whether it's conscious or subconscious? How does it make you feel that I give gifts in my connections when I feel called to, not when I'm expected to? How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel if I were to tell you I'm going to do what I want because I don't agree with what you're telling me I should do, and I'm going to do exactly what I feel I need to do just because you believe that I'm supposed to do something a certain way? How does it make you feel that I would likely tell you, no, I'm going to do it my way? Would you take it personal, or would you let it go? And would you respect me and my decision?